What's going on, guys? JPB Duel here. Hope you guys are enjoying your Tuesday. And for today's matchup, I'm bringing you an Adventures Pranks versus a Magician's Pendulum with me as the prankster going first. Now, mind you, this is by no means a good hand. Even though I have a combo starter card, even though I have Fusion Destiny, this hand loses to a single hand trap. Maxi or Ash completely kills my combo. So once I do my graveyard activation, my opponent just Ash Blossoms it, which means my combo is pretty much done right here on the prank kid's part. And since I had Fusion Destiny in my hand, I use it, go into my DPE. Now I'm hoping just the DPE plus the skill drain allows me to play past my opponent's turn. That's my only hope at this point. My opponent draws, he activates the Odd Eyes Revolution, burn himself for 500, discard the card, draw into another dragon card. He's gonna do that thing twice. He's just using this to draw into more cards. Now, he's gonna set up his P-Scale with the Purple Poison and the Luster Dragon. So right here, first of all, if you guys don't know, Purple Poison, if this card is popped, you can target one face-up card on your opponent's side, pop that card. And the Luster Pendulum, what it does is that you could pop the other card in your Pendulum zone, and you could draw a card with the same name as the card you popped, which will trigger the Purple Poison Magician to pop one card on my side, face up, not the skill drain. I did not want him doing that. So once he gets the card on the field, I chain link my DPE to it and then pop my DPE and pop his Luster Pendulum. That way, he's not going to draw a card and he won't be able to pop the Purple Poison Magician. That's what I was hoping for that at that point. He sets up his P-Scale again with the Wisdom Eye Magician. That's okay with me. Normals out the Supreme King Dragon. So he already committed his normal summon at this point. He pops the P-Scale, puts the Double Iris Magician, and then goes into the Electromite. So there is Double Iris Magician, and there is the Electromite. Now keep in mind, even though I had Skill Drain on the field, I did not pop open my Skill Drain the first chance I got. Don't ever do that, because your opponent can easily get rid of those cards. So keep the card as a surprise. Once your opponent activates a card or an effect from the monster that you think cannot go through or you know is crucial for your opponent, chain link your skill drain to that card's activation. So once he activates the Electromite, I skill drain him and chain link that to his activation. That way, he has even less cards to play in response to my skill drain. So that negates his combo. This dude had a Fusion Destiny in his hand as well, so he goes into DPE. We don't care about this. He cannot use DPE to pop his cards because skill drain is active on the field. He goes into battle phase, kills off my Miamu, hits me in the face with other cards. That's perfectly okay with me. I managed to survive this turn itself. Now, draw phase, I draw into the Faithful Adventure. Not a useful card whatsoever. Standby phase, my own DPE comes on the field. And right here, I do a really weird combo. You guys will see. I put the Faithful Adventure normal out Roxy's, and then activate the Faithful Adventure to draw into a Dracoback. Discard the Dracoback once I search for the Griffin. I do not discard the Fansies. The reason why I'm doing it this way is because with the combo start, when I will do a combo start, as you guys will see right here, I'm going to go into my combo. I was hoping that maybe off of the Roxy's Banish, I could draw into my Adventures token engine. So either Enchantress or the right would allow me to put my Griffin on the field this turn itself. Even though Dracoback could have been useful, I chose to just banish that card off of my effect, or sorry, discard it, did not need to care about it. But sadly, I did not draw into it, so that's okay with me. I still go into my combo anyways. This guy activates DPE even though skill drain's active on the field, which was pretty bad on his part. I don't know why he did that. So I'm going into my combo, get my pranks off of the Doodle-Doo's Tribute, activate it, discard the Fansies, get a token, and with this, go into my Bow Wow Bark. Granted, I cannot do my full Butler combo, but I'm okay with this. I'm just getting rid of the cards he has on the field this way. I allow him to keep his DPE on the field. I don't care about the DPE, it's at 2k attack. Even if he attacks into my Bow Wow, it's not gonna matter to me. But right here, I top decked into a really big card with my Prankets Pranks Recycle. This is the reason why I run 2 copies of Nib in my main deck, because I know In this meta, most people play pendulums or combo decks, and if you draw into Nib, it's going to be extremely useful, and it's really a good target for the crossout designate as well. So this insane top deck will allow me to play past my opponent's turn as well. Now watch what happens. Opponent's draw phase, he draws into a monster card, which he uses the Dasher in his graveyard to special on the field, to which I chainlink my Bow Wow Bark. Obviously, we cannot use the Meow Moo because skill drain is active on the field, so I have to tribute the Bow Wow to get the cards in my hand. So I get the cards for the Butler combo in my hand, even though I cannot go into my Butler. I'm setting up for my next turn. He gets DPE on the field in his standby phase. Now, how many times did he special? That's 2 specials this turn. Activates Celestial, draws 2, that's okay with us. Draws into the Sorcerer, the Chronograph Sorcerer, specials out the Astrograph. Right here, he specialed out 5 times. Mind you, he has not committed his normal summon to it, but all the cards in his hand are gone. He committed his whole thing to the play, to which I nib and the field's gone completely. But the nib token he will get is going to be insanely huge. That's going to be a big boy nib token. So as I said, insane top deck allowed me to actually live past my opponent's turn. Otherwise, I would have just straight up died this turn. So the nib token. Let's see how much attack and defense it has. 14,050 attack, 11,800 defense. Now this would be a really easy card for me to get over if I did not have skill drain active on the field, because I could easily go into my Nightmare, bounce, that means it's going to pop the token, go into access code, win the game afterwards. Or I could even go into Predaplant, put Butler on the field, get rid of the token. Easy ways to get rid of the token if I did not have skill drain active on the field. So let's see how I play to get rid of this token this turn itself. Draw phase, I draw into an Ash Blossom, which I use the Dasher to special summon, by the way. Do not commit my normal summon to this play. So the idea in my head was to get as many cards on the field to go into access code. Access code would banish itself to pop his token, because otherwise I have no way to get rid of this token on the field and I would die the next turn itself. That's the reason I use the Dasher, special out the Ash. Then I normal out my Prankets card. Activate the Adventure, search for an Enchantress, discard it, get my right, activate it, get a token. That way I could special out the Griffin from my hand on the field as well. This way I could link off the token into Link Spider, and right here, without using up my Prankets normal summon that I did on the field, I have 4 different monsters on the field, effect monsters, to go into my access code. So that's the play I was aiming for. This is like, paid off because I kept the Griffin in my hand over my Draco back at that point. With this, instantly go into access code banishes itself, and then I kill off his token. That way I could play around my own skill drain, not have to worry about the big boy token I gave my opponent. Then I start going into my own combo. With this, it's a guaranteed Butler for me in this turn, or maybe even if I want to, I could do the Butler on my next turn as well. So I get Diddle-Doo on the field, activate Fansies, send Pandemonium, tribute my Diddle-Doo, target the Pandemonium and the Fansies in the graveyard. So I decided I'm going to go into Butler this turn itself, because he has no monsters on the field, no way to put monsters on the field, and he's at 4,600. My Butler comes in the field with 3,500 attack. That means he's only going to be left with 1,100 life points, and I would even be able to activate Celestial in the graveyard because I'm getting rid of all the cards in my hand with this play. I was hoping to draw into a combo extension for a card like Instant Fusion that could just give me Rocket Riot and I would be able to kill my opponent this turn itself. Sadly, did not draw into it, drew into Heartbeast plus a Crossout Designator. Now mind you, you should not be popping your Heartbeast Feather Duster at this point to pop your opponent's back row. Why? Because it will trigger the Purple Poison Magician. He could trigger it, pop my Butler, which would be really bad for me. That's the reason why I did not pop his back row. I allowed him to keep his back row pen scale set up. Go into battle phase, hit him with Butler for 35, leave him with 1100 life points, activate Pranks, recycle, end my turn. Drew into another top deck, which is a Maxi. Activate Maxi on draw phase. Now if he specials out any cards, I'm going to keep drawing cards from my main deck. He Pendulum summons the Astrograph plus another card from his hand, goes into battle phase instantly. Now right here, he could activate the card effect to pop a back row card, boost this card's attack up, and since he popped the Purple Poison Magician, he could pop one face-up card on the field. Now over here, it has to be a really important choice on his part. Which card will he choose to target? Because he has literally a lot of options to choose from. He could target my Faithful, could target my Skill Drain. I mean, Pranks, if he targets Pranks, that's really bad for him. He could target Butler, if he targets Place, again, really bad for him. And I did not pop my Butler at this point because I wanted him to kill my Butler. I wanted him to either pop or kill my Butler. That's the reason why I'm not doing anything at this point. And he chose one of the two useless targets to pop on the field, which was the Pranks. Kills off my Butler, so that means I get Bow Wow Bark on the field. Activate Bow Wow, target Pranks, plus a combo starter card in my graveyard, add them to my hand. I do not mind taking the 1200 damage, that's okay with me. Then he goes into main phase 2, specials out the Supreme King Dragon Starving Venom. Now he cannot copy the Electromite in his graveyard because Skill Drain is active on the field, so again, Skill Drain, a huge lifesaver for me in this matchup. Now at this point, I know I could just outright kill my opponent. Because I have Raigeki, I have Harpies, I have Monster and Back Row Clear, which I'm going to use it right now, and I have a combo starter card. I even have a way to search for the Enchantress to give myself the token on the field. Token is 2k damage, which basically ensures that it's game over. But my opponent's side of the field was highlighting, so he probably had something that he could have activated, so I tried to play it safe. I went into my combo, gone into Meow Moo, specialed out a copy of Lamses. That way, even if I cannot attack him or kill him this turn, at least he'll be down to 600 life points, so maybe I could do something next turn itself. Once I do that, then I go into battle phase, and my opponent chose not to activate whatever it was he could activate, and I just win the game outright from there. That's going to be the end of the game, guys. If you guys do like this kind of videos, please consider hitting the like button, subscribing to my channel for more daily prank video uploads, and if you guys are interested in the live version of all of this, I do live stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/jpbduel. Link along with my schedule is going to be in the video description itself for you guys to check out. This is JPBDuel signing out for today. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace!